Hi Leos, this is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. I am so very glad to have you guys here with me today. I've got your cards on the table right now for your 2021 Intuitive Tarot Forecast. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with absolutely everybody out there, but I am setting the intention that it plants a little seed that you can come back to at a time later in 2021 where it might make a lot more sense for some of you. All right, before I do that, I do want to do just a couple announcements. This message is so taking over right now that I can't remember what they are. Everything you need is in the description box below. I am running a special until the 21st. You can get $5 off of any reading recorded or live, and rates have to go up on the 1st of January 2021. So I just want to give you guys a heads up that that window is open. You can get, like, right now, seriously, it's $15 recorded reading, like what you're about to see right here, for only $15. Get it done. All right. So this is for my Leo collective. Sun, moon, rising, north node, dominant sign. Maybe you got a strong fifth house. However you identify. And I'm looking at where you are at the end of 2020 and where you're at the end of 2021. In the extended, you can find the link to that down in the description box as well. In the extended, we're going to deal with some advice. And I think I might see a few guys over there. All right. Because this is big, big energy. I'm very excited. You got a tower moment. Cancer just got a tower moment, and then they got another one in the extended. Cancer was like a big shift. Such a big shift that I almost did not do this reading, but I just felt the pull. Okay. So, big energy to the extent that I got 3 major arcana for you, 4 major arcana, 1 supporting minor, and then it just kind of shut up. Like, I had to keep shuffling to get the information to come out, but it's very, very powerful. And let's get into it. Where you're at right now, this actually reminds me of a couple of Leo friends that I love and adore, and it makes me so happy to see them going through this process right now. This is from the True Love reading cards, reparenting yourself. And it just feels good to say that, because I'll tell you, the first major out was the sun. This is your ruling planet. This is, people talk about the light and the shadow side of the different zodiac signs. And I want to say, like, maybe the healed and distorted. Okay. Because a distorted Leo, one that was not nourished in the way that they needed to be, can be very, very ego-driven in a way that they don't even understand. You know what I mean? But they're just looking out for themselves. And it's coming more out of self-preservation than out of self-love. This is transmuting your self-preservation into self-love. It's so freaking gorgeous. All right. I love this energy. That's what the sun represents to me. And in fact, it's reparenting yourself. And look, it's got 2 little babies up there just dancing, right? So healing your inner child, being there for your inner child in a way that the people who were supposed to be there for you when you were a child were not able to be. Okay. Healing a lot of those wounds and learning that you're amazing in the process. I love this energy for you. Okay. I love this energy. And that also to me represents the solar plexus. This is beautiful. Look at this golden energy. But also the butterflies and the love is and crystals represent healing to me. Transformation, healing, and self-love. Look at that. That's so gorgeous. I want to hug you guys. I love you. Okay, and here's your little happy inner children. And they're waving their flags. And this is also a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which to me also represents in this deck, because it's yellow, the solar plexus chakra. So this is exponential growth. Things grow when the sun shines on them, right? But they also need to be watered. Oh, look at that. The water, right? You are watering yourself. You're feeding yourself. You're getting yourself plenty of sunlight. And you are expanding and you are growing. Okay? In this process, I believe that you establish a connection with your higher self. This is your inner child. This is your higher self. That's who you end up accessing through all of this, okay? So I'm just going to hold those up a little closer. All right? But when we go through these tremendous shifts and changes, they're showing me an armadillo. I don't know. Sometimes, you guys, I get images that they're not real things that happen in real life. Okay. But you know, an armadillo has that like really, really rough shell around it. They just showed me an armadillo that just like decided it's growing, and it has like all that shell like breaks off of it. I know that that's not like, this is not a science class, but it's all that hardness breaking up, and hardness and rigidity is important here. Okay. Is fragmenting in this way. Like that's the image. Cause you know, like they have these little ridges. It's almost like the armadillo is just like, wow, I'm amazing. And it grows and it cannot be maintained within its shell anymore. And it breaks into all these little pieces. There's this like vortex spinning in the middle. Some of you guys, this could have a lot to do if you're practicing law of attraction, and the term vortex means the thing that it means in the law of attraction to you. It's almost like all your life you've been gathering up your desires, even just subconsciously. And they're sitting there. You have this dream life and it's sitting in this place that you can just draw it from. If we can release all of the barriers and restrictions, all of the armadillo shells that keep us from being able to access that. That like, you know, things like, oh, I could never be that. I don't deserve to be that happy. I could never be that rich. I could, you know, I'll never be that successful. Those kinds of things, right? That's what keeps us away from what's in our vortex. But I feel like you're getting access to, it's like you're unlocking your own happiness. This is like you reparent yourself and you're like, oh my God, wait, I'm supposed to be happy? I have permission to be happy? I'm going to do that. I love it because you guys, I've been there. I love it. Okay. And in fact, as a Leo North Node, I am paying attention to this message for myself, but it's just such a good feeling. Okay. Such a good feeling. Now, oh, this is your solar plexus chakra right here. It's the I will. It's the part of you that is happy and joyful and shows up in the world as your true authentic self. And this energy has shifted to show me that some of you guys have entered into a situation that is not going to, it's something that you're bound to karmically. That is not going to be able to allow this expression, this full expression. Because that's what the sun wants to do. The sun wants to shine. By the way, this is the day after the solstice. Today is the first of the days where the sunlight, like the daylight, is getting longer. Okay? So this is just the growth, the beginning of the growth. And now all of a sudden this looks like Spirit shows me these and they're difficult to explain, but it's almost like, you know, if you park in a place where you're not supposed to park and somebody puts a wheel lock on, so you cannot move from that place. It's like that. It's a mechanism that is meant to keep your will fixed in place so that you do not deviate from the status quo. So this is something, now it's a Hierophant figure to me, all right? It is the higher self within you, but there's also somebody around you who feels like you are obligated to them. Like you have some sort of responsibility to them. Maybe that they have some sort of authority over you. And they're like, no, you can't open that up. Nope, look, doesn't it look like now I'm seeing the Gringotts safe. You know when they go into Gringotts and they try to open up the safe, like in Harry Potter, it's the bank, right? It's got this huge, maybe that's another movie, but you know what I mean. It's like a lock. Somebody's trying to put a lock on you, exerting and expressing yourself from this beautiful healed place. And that you growing, that's what gets shattered. That you're like, fuck that. I'm going to be myself. Look at these. Oh my gosh. I'm going to look at this, you guys. I'm going to hold this up for the thumbnail. Everybody deserves to see this. I'm going to do it in the right order. The Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. This is an amazing period of growth for you, but something's got to go. What? You're asking, what's got to go? Okay. For some of you, that's where the generality of the reading ends. I want to give you a glimpse, though, meaning that now when we talk about the thing that's falling away, this is going to get a little more specific. It may not apply to all of you, but let me tell you where you're at the end of 2021. The first card that came out was sexuality, and the intuitive just interpretation that I got for that is actually the fact that sexuality is a process of creation, that you are fertile and like abundant. And then for clarification, we get abundance. So this is where you end up. Oh, see all those crystals and everything. You are like right now, you're just like, you know what? I think I love myself enough to do a little healing. And by the time you get done, you're like, wow, I am amazing. And because of that, I'm going to live a life that's amazing. I'm going to attract amazing things to me because I deserve them and I'm worthy of them. And that's just the vibe that's just how I'm trying to be. Abundant, happy, creative. Okay, so that's the good news. That's where you're on your way to. But there is something, maybe someone who's acting in a very rigid way. Remember how I said, like, the wheel is locked. It's not allowing the flow. Chakras are just places. They're just like hubs. Like you have all this energy flowing through your energy body. And it's just like those are like the roundabouts. Imagine if your roundabout is all, like somebody crashes into the center. Now your roundabout's all goofed up. Okay? So it's like a gridlock energy. And that's what the Two of Pentacles reverse represents. Two of Pentacles reverse, it's about rigidity, not allowing things to flow or move. But also, do you see how somebody is like, that's like letting things flow, right? This is like kind of, see how this person is like struggling? She's really taken aback. That's a combination of all those cards together because that's you nurturing yourself. And when you come to realize that somebody is trying to put this lock on you, trying to stifle or jam up or prevent the flow of your true expression of self, you're shocked. And all that, oh my God, don't do that to me. All those green balls, those green orbs leaving you is literally the love that you have for this person leaving your body. Green orbs, by the way, if they show up in pictures, to me, they represent, because green is the color of the heart chakra, they do represent spirits that are there for you for a heart-centered reason. They're just there to love on you. This Two of Pentacles came out with the Emperor reverse. You want to talk about rigidity? Like, we could play a game where you just give me a keyword and I give you the name of the cards in the tarot deck that represent rigidity. An Emperor, especially reversed. See, he's like blocking you. He's like, no. Same dude. Look at that. He's like, no, don't be yourself because then you'll leave me. This is somebody who's not trying to grow with you. And who feels, in fact, very threatened by your growth. Now, the Emperor can be a boss. It can be just some sort of authority. Some sort of authority figure in your life. It could be a father. Shit. Do you see how there's all these like outlines? Like there's these copies of them. It's almost like this person's blocking energy. They don't have to be standing right in front of you to block you. But this also reminds me of somebody who is in desperate need of a soul retrieval. This is a very fragmented soul. This is somebody who is afraid to take on the kind of work that you've been doing for yourself, Leo. This is a person in your life. So here's you in this situation. Once you realize this, because all these majors here, the sun, the wheel of fortune, the tower, that's the universe, okay? That's the divine doing its thing. Where do you end up in this situation? I think that you see this happening and you don't say anything about it. And you kind of you're like, oh my God, is this really happening? Because the Page of Swords reversed. But the Page of Swords upright can also mean somebody who's like keeping their eyes open, investing in a situation. This one, you quickly see all you need to know. And for some of you, you begin to move in silence towards an alternative. Okay, but remember I said like the first vibe that I got when these came out were Empress. These are Empress vibes. You are fertile and abundant, right? And sexual. All Empress vibes. Then we have the Emperor reversed. So to me, this could very well be a partnership, a relationship, somebody that you've been with for a very, very, very long time. Because this Page of Swords, what she's like, has realized but isn't speaking up about is, it's the Four of Wands reverse and the Lovers reverse. These both represent happy relationship, happy home. But what I'm saying about, do you see all these fragments, right? It's like all of a sudden you look around and they're everywhere. It's almost as if, right? Like you just want to shine. And somebody is like, I'm going to put this shell around you. I'm going to put this lock, this mechanism on you to keep you from doing that. And you just burst free. But now you have to find a way out of that situation, which for some of you means that this is a situation that you live in, or it's like a long-term job, but you realize it's just not compatible for you anymore. Like the you that you're ready to be. Look at this. I love, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a little closer. This deck, this is gorgeous. It's the Revelation. Look at that freaking moon. I love the moon. The Revelations Tarot, it's really beautiful. And if you're a tarot reader who does not read with reversals, or you don't like it, or if you want to step into it, check it out. Because these each have an image for the upright that is mirrored by the reverse. And in this image, do you see how it's the same characters? And he is trying so hard to hold on to her, and she is just already looking past him. Okay. Ooh. And there's a mask here. It's almost like this situation brings out a lot of the worst of this person. And you see that and you're like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't do this anymore. But justice is assured, because guess what? We have the justice card. This is our final major. There's so many majors everywhere. We have a 5 of Wands and a King of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is, oh, look, this mask lady is what makes me feel like this kind of brings out some really nasty energy. And look, mask ladies, it's just kind of like a devil energy. All right. You want to be this person. Do you see that golden dragon? That's your sun, your inner self fully realized. This is who I am, people. That's the King of Wands energy. This is who I am. And I'm really happy to be this person. Deal with it. Take it or leave it. This is a where do you think you're going kind of energy. But this is the energy that when you're trapped from being able to fully express your inner sunlight, this is who you become. You have to stop that from happening. Okay? 5 of Wands means you can block that from happening. You have the power to do that. Because you stay in this situation, you turn venomous. Ooh, they just said venomous. Leos, dude, you won't mess with it. They take that pot and just whoop, knock you right over. When you get a Leo backed in a corner and they don't feel safe and they don't feel like they can be themselves. And then justice is here. And so it really lets me know that you have the ability to block out that energy in order to maintain balance within yourself. And in fact, that's what you're going to have to do. But once you unlock this kind of energy, I feel like the mirror effect of the other person becomes magnified. Like you really begin to see in them all the things that you've healed in yourself. But it also means that as they turn nasty, as they resist your growth, the longer you stay in that position, the more tempting it's going to be to resist your growth. All right, babes. I love you so much. We're going to go over to Vimeo to get some advice on navigating this situation. I feel like it's Spirit really wants to come through with a pep talk for you guys. All right. So if I don't see you over there on Vimeo, I hope to catch you back here on my channel again soon. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye.